some trick of nature, it appears that a perfectly good goose ought to wear a long beak, sporting a fishnet. Soon these young will reach adulthood, and like their parents, will lift their heavy bodies from their perches, and after several rapid strokes of their wings, level off in an environment that they are fitted.
And I'm back. So, game plan. Plan of action. We have several things that are going to happen now. First, 2 hours of Kingdom Come Deliverance. I've been wanting to play it for a while, and I'm choosing now, because in exactly 2 hours' time, we will be joining Sparkle in Starbound. Starbound? Run with it. 2D Space Terraria. But we're going to be joining Sparkle for a few hours in 2D Space Terraria. After that, we're back in Valheim, the Shield Maidens, which, unless I pass out or agree to just have some common sense and end stream, could continue on until midnight, Pacific Standard Time, 10 hours from now. 2 hours until Sparkle. 3 hours or something to a Sparkle, goes to bed normally for work in the morning, and then the rest of the day back on Valheim. Immediately after that, 1 in the morning, Pacific Standard Time, Blue will soon maybe be alive? Question mark on that, given a 12-hour stream out of nowhere. He's been pulling some crazy hours with Splatoon, but he's never done 12 hours before. I have a strange feeling. I've done this awkwardly more than once, but I get a strange feeling he might... there's no way we do a 24-hour stream, is there? I did that with Warlock back in the day. Warlock Origins and I went on a Stardew Valley into Valheim into Stardew Valley run, and his first 24-hour stream was that stream. I think it might have been, there was no way it was the mountain update, was it? No. I do hope Warlock is doing fine. If anyone does hear from Warlock, maybe I should check I'm still following him. But I do hope he's fine. He seemed a bit distracted before he disappeared, so fingers crossed everything is all well. If nothing else, I wish him good health and hope he's doing fine. But there's a couple of people that have disappeared that I do miss talking. Did make friends here streaming, which I never thought would happen, but here we are. The fact people put up with me in return was all the more a surprise. But it's been 15 minutes. I'm gonna close down Valheim and get all my stream stuff set up. But you know what find some new vocabulary. Do you want to know what I forgot to do? Tea time. Well, right on cue. I owe Dark Raiden a tea time, and now I owe Tazarello a tea time. Excuse me. Awkward. I was about to say, I think 2 hours ago Dark Raiden redeemed one, and I never went and got it, did I? Because I was being a bit distracted. So, this time. I actually don't know if this game runs on the Windows Audio backend or if it's going to... I have played 340 hours of this game. There are times where even I amaze myself to spend online. Alright. Up and sound. Fingers crossed, I can just switch the audio channel over and we'll be good to go. I think I need to go get 2 cups of tea. I'm gonna have to wash out my soup cup and make a second cup of tea just to keep up. Oh shoot! You know what I don't have? I don't have 2 Yorkshire tea bags. I've only got 1 left. That's it. Disabled tea time. That's a crime. I'm not allowed to have green tea on tea time. That's just pretty. Where's my China points redemption? Your rewards, China point. Manage rewards and challenges. Tea time, you're being paused. Can I do that? I can't do that from OBS. I know I can do it from the streamer dashboard though, but I don't know if I can do it on mobile. I'm just gonna temporarily disable it because I only have one tea bag left and I currently owe 2 completely separate cups of tea. I'm gonna have to make do and just have green tea in the meantime, but it's absolutely not allowed. Right. Kingdom Come is not loading. Do I need to verify Kingdom? Maybe I'll... Okay. I'm gonna go get a cup of tea and verify the game files. It's been a while since I've played Kingdom Come, so it just pays to make sure that the whole game is there. Also probably sure that my computer's running properly. Verifying integrity. And with that, I shall return again. Very short return. A very, very short period of time back, but you're still awake, Raiden. I owe you a cup of tea. You redeemed tea time. I'm about to go grab some. I'll be back in about 10 minutes. The full kettle. That's quick. Oh, 223 files successfully validated. Hopefully the game loads.
The heron eats many fish. And
Hopefully
sometimes
the game loads.
frogs and snakes or crawfish.
Well, I was planning on making 2 Yorkshire
The heron
teas,
fishes in shallow
but I
little
only have
waters of
1
lakes
Yorkshire tea bag left. So I'm going to have to make a Yorkshire tea
After fishing in one
and
place for a while,
probably
you
an
may fly
orange
on to
and
another
cinnamon
favorite spot.
green tea that I've got. It's a herbal tea.
The heron,
God, Kingdom Come is
heron.
dead. Well, it's starting.
the heron
Maybe I
eats
should
many
just
fish.
delete the executable and start from scratch. Try a couple of things real quick. I didn't want this to be the 40-minute break. I was planning on doing that in a couple of hours when I go get dinner.
From the plains of North America.
What hard drive is
The
this on?
daring acrobat, a mathematical and
Could be on the
chemical
fast one.
genius. And so, on with
It is on the
show.
fast drive. It's just locking up every time I open the program. Alright, here's what I'm gonna do. We'll close it again. I'm gonna reset the timer. And sadly, you won't be able to hear anything, I don't suppose. But I'm just gonna open the game. I'm gonna leave it running. If I get back and it still hasn't opened, I'll probably have to just verify the files after deleting some of the core key game files. But it's tea time, twice over. So It's a bit silly, but just so people don't think I'm actually AFK permanently, I should only be gone for about 10 minutes. I'll be back with a couple of cups of tea.
swift in diving for its prey. But the peculiar structure of its body prevents it from making a perfect landing. During the nesting period, great numbers of them congregate on certain isolated islands. This island alone, more than 6,000 come annually. Some trick of nature, it appears that a perfectly good goose ought to wear a long beak, sporting a fishnet.
And bad news. This needs to be done the stinky way. Means more being very quiet. But it loaded. So I will once again back in this time, hopefully a little more quietly, but you lose all of my filtering when I have to do this way. So
And like their
we're
parents,
gonna have to turn the audio and the OBS off, so bear with me a second. I don't know how long this is going to take to boot the game back up. I will be back when I can. Once the game is started, I'll be able to switch the audio back to what it is now and everything. But until then, I'll see you when I see you. Hopefully only a few minutes. I'm secretly still here. So is every other noise in my room.
Charles IV, King of Bohemia and Holy Roman Emperor, had a long and successful reign. The empire he ruled from Prague expanded, and his subjects lived in peace and prosperity. When the emperor died, the whole empire mourned. More than 7,000 people accompanied him on his. The heir to the throne of the flourishing empire was Charles's son, Wenceslas IV, whose father had prepared him for this moment all his life. But Wenceslas did not take after his father. He neglected affairs of state for more frivolous pursuits. He even failed to turn up for his own coronation as emperor, which did little to endear him to the Pope. Wenceslas the Idle did not impress the imperial nobility either. His difficulties mounted until the nobles, exasperated by the inaction of their ruler, turned for help to his half-brother, King Sigismund of Hungary. Sigismund decided on a radical solution. He kidnapped the king to force him to abdicate. then took advantage of the ensuing disorder to gain greater power for himself. He invaded Bohemia with a massive army and began pillaging the territories of the king's allies. It is here that my story begins.
And back to the regular actual audio setup where you don't hear every creak and groan in the room. Thankfully, I didn't have a cough or a sniffle the whole cutscene. I wanted to watch that one. It's been a while since I've actually played this game. So. New game. What? New game? Select playline. Oh, okay, these are the saves. Alright, we're gonna be number 5. I have not in a very long while. We've got 129 hours in Fat Profits. That's the quest name, not the character name. I just clicked on that. Because Rate Tony is the quest name of Playline 2. 11 hours. 11.8 hours, and Playline 3 Hardcore, 25.6 hours. We're starting a new one. In Hardcore, more realistic, recommended for players who are familiar with the essentials of combat and survival in the world of Kingdom Come. Mama told you it was just a splinter and to stop making such a fuss. And your foot hurt more, and then you got cramps. After weeks of pain, Quack came and tried to let bad blood out of your veins, but to no available. Soon after, the Grim Reaper came to take you away. I'm sorry? Well, that was a short stream. Thank you, everyone, for joining me for Kingdom Come Deliverance. We died immediately. Begin a new life. What is this intro? I don't remember this. Mama told you it was just a splinter to stop making such a fuss. Only your foot hurt more and more, and then you got cramps. After weeks of pain, the Quack came to let the bad blood out of your veins, but to no available. Soon after, the Grim Reaper came to take you away. Like many others, you were not fated to live a long life. You left this world before you were even baptized, and your mother, exhausted by childbirth, followed soon after. Your father buried you both together under a weeping willow. Jesus. Oh, are you kidding? Is that like, do I roll chant? Oh my, that's me? Oh, okay. I think I get that. It's like a meta commentary on birth survival rates in the medieval era. Holy cow. You survived. Yeah, right. So the game was just throwing curveballs at us already. Okay. I was confused. It took me a while to catch on to what that was actually meaning to do. Medieval life is full of uncertainty and woes. Spring gives way to winter, and the years have borne away your carefree youth. Neither have you escaped the blows of fate. Like every man judged by God, you too have your cross to bear. Select at least 2 negative perks that will stay with you for the whole game. Nightmares. Since childhood, you've been troubled by a recurring nightmare in which you're being chased by a colourful jester. Although the dream is repeated night after night, it still frightens you as much as when you were little. You awake so shook up that all your stats are lowered for a short term. Claustrophobia. When you were a child, you got your head stuck inside a pail and couldn't get it off all day until your father took an axe to it. Ever since then, you've had a fear of enclosed spaces. Wearing a helmet with the visor down makes you so anxious that your attacks are weakened. Interesting. Hemophilia. Like your father and his father before him, you are afflicted with the family curse. All it takes is a scratch and you start to bleed like a stuck pig. Once it starts, the bleeding is faster and harder to stop. Numbskull. Mother dropped you on the head as a baby. You kissed the better and the bumps soon faded, but ever since then, You're a little slow at getting the hang of things. As slow as your acquisition of experience. Consumption. Once you caught a nasty chill and ended up with a persistent cough. Many thought you'd never survive, but eventually you healed. Nonetheless, since that time, you don't breathe very well and your stamina regenerates more slowly. When you were too little to know any better, you fell into the well. It was hours before they heard you crying and got you
Don't
out.
drink and Pepsi. Drink only water and milk. Or else your bones will be weak. Like in Skyrim, water is health as fuck, bitch. You better drink water, drink water, drink water, drink water, bitch. Drink water, drink water, drink water, bitch. Drink water, drink water, drink water, bitch. Drink water, drink water, drink water.
And Sparkle, you know damn well none of these are intentional. Oh, I just intentionally planned to stream for 12 hours with someone who clearly wasn't, well, expecting that, I don't think. Thank you for the hydrate. You act like any of this is planned. I didn't plan to stream yesterday, and look where we are now. Technically, I didn't plan to stream tonight. But it's already 1 p.m., 2 p.m., so... might as well. The only thing that's going to curse me is I want to get dinner sometime between Shield Maidens and joining Blue Wolves again at 1 a.m. in the morning. So either I just bail out of Shield Maidens early on, maybe, we'll see, or I don't, and I have to figure out how to cook a pork loin with mashed potato. I know it takes me 40 minutes.
Hello there.
But, oh, I could do noodles, actually. I could sneak some noodles with a bit of sausage, egg, and bacon. I can absolutely do that between quick games of stuff on the side. Hey, Barry. Dr. Barry, welcome in. You drinking shit tons of caffeine? I've had 2 cups of tea in 12 hours. Is 2 cups of tea in 12 hours shit tons of caffeine? I mean, this is my 3rd sitting right here and I haven't touched it. I've got an apple for now, but I kind of should eat a meal at some point today, before 1 in the morning. Either way, that's regardless. It's not important. Regardless, there's a word. I just mean generally speaking, surely 2 cups of tea a day isn't that much caffeine. Either I crash immediately after we stream Starbound, or I don't. Either way, we'll see what happens. How are you doing, Dr. Barry? We've picked Numbskull, just because I wouldn't mind leveling a little slower anyway. I do feel like a lot of games level you up too quick. You play for 10 hours, your max level, great, okay, but I want to play for like 50 hours and go exploring and spelunking. So, the shakes. When you were too little to know any better, you fell into the well. It was hours before they heard you crying and got you out. Ever since then, you get the shakes from time to time as if you were back again in the dark, chilly well. Obviously, that's not good for archery, pickpocketing, or lockpicking. So, I don't know I'd ever take archery as a main format of combat, but it is fairly useful for narrowing out the herd, thinning out the herd. Tapeworm. When you've got an appetite, you'll eat anything you can get your hands on. Folks say you can eat enough for 2. It's like you have a visitor in your guts who's eating you out of house and home. You get hungry faster, so you have to eat more often. Honestly, I feel like the two that I would be likely to pick here are these, simply because they are just nice balancing negative perks. There's so many pots of free food around the place. Every time you fast travel somewhere, you just get to eat for free. Might as well make it worthwhile. If you don't take tapeworm, you almost never have to have food on your person. You can eat from the pots. They regenerate every 12 hours, and there's several pots in a town. It's very generous. But we'll see if there's not anything better here that we can pick. Somnambulant. You've always been a restless sleeper, sometimes so much so that you get out of... Ooh, this could be interesting. So much so that you get up from your bed and go walking. It's not unusual for you to wake up somewhere else than where you went to bed. That could get us in trouble, but also could be really interesting. I don't know, the hardcore is not permadeath, surely. I don't think hardcore is permanent. I think it's just higher difficulty. The game is so gorgeous on PC. I'm more worried about it running at the moment, but so far so good. Reading text, no frame drops. I know you're never going to get the bottom, it's southeast corner of the map is always going to run like garbage. It was, I don't want to say rushed, but the game was meant to include Prague from what I originally heard, and that's going into Kingdom Come 2 now. It's a pretty open secret that the game was cut off to be published. I still love it for what it is, don't get me wrong. But the southeast corner of the map runs like absolute turd. It still does look pretty, to be fair, but I can have everything closed on my computer except this game, and southeast still runs like turd. It doesn't run any better no matter what I do. I am hoping, though, avoiding the southeast corner, that the rest of the game runs smooth as cream. Brittle Bones, for some reason, has the chat icon there. Not sure why. Ever since you were little, stairs and ladders have been your worst. Oh, is that a cast? It might be a cast that just awkwardly looks like the chat icon. Stairs and ladders have been your worst enemies. All it takes is a little fall and your bones break with an awful crack. You suffer much worse injuries than others when you fall. I think I'm going to take the 2 balance perks here. Numbskull for slower leveling and Tapeworm to balance out the food. I don't know what my settings are. I'm streaming at 30, but I know normally I would aim for 60 not streaming. I don't know what we're going to get today.
God bless.
Same to you.
Today's a scorcher.
Well, husband, how goes it?
Good. I should get it finished today. Where on earth is Henry? I need him to run some errands.
He was still sleeping when I went out.
At this hour? Blue-blooded idler.
Well, it looks like he was out all evening, drinking like a lord.
Go and get the lazy bones up then. Quick clout round the ear should do it.
Mm-hmm. Henry! Get up now. There's work to be done.
Mother! Get up or I'll come get you up, you slugabed.
Hear that? You'd better not vex him. Now get up quick. Your breakfast is on the table. Wait, what's this? Have you been... Oh, Henry. How many times have I told you about fighting?
Oh, it's nothing. It's just a scratch.
You've been at that sword play again, haven't you? You'd better pray your father doesn't get to hear of it. You know how he feels about it.
Oh, don't worry, it wasn't that. I just scratched myself is all.
Well, just don't come crying to me if you really do get hurt. Now get up, you rogue.
There you have it. Henry's come to see us. How does it look on that end? I've got the preview up. Dangerously, perhaps, but... Fingers crossed it looks as good over there as it does over here.
A fine state you're in this morning. What on earth did you get up to last night?
I was sweating in the forge all day yesterday, and then I was helping Fritz and Matthew with some errands. So I'd say I have a right to be a bit tired.
Well, I've got a feeling there's something you're not telling me. And it's connected with that scratch on your hand. And that suspicious-looking character with a sword who turned up in town recently.
So I'm learning to sword fight, and what of it? What harm does it do? At least I'll be able to defend myself.
God above, Hal. You know how your father will react when he finds out.
How? What's he gonna do? I'm doing nothing wrong, I just wanted to try it.
On your own head be it then. I can't stop you, and you can deal with your father on your own. Don't come looking to me for help.
Is Father angry with me for sleeping late?
He's not happy. Yesterday you promised him you'd help finish that sword for Sir Radzig. He's not as young as he was, and you know how his joints pain him. He's too proud to complain, but he needs your help, Henry.
I know. Don't worry, Ma. Of course I'll help him.
Good. He always says his knees ache when there's a storm coming. I hope they're wrong this time. It's looking like such a nice day.
Do you need me to do anything, Ma?
Ah, you're a good lad. But I'm fine. It's your father needs helping with that sword.
Did Matthew and Fritz come looking for me?
No, I haven't seen them this morning. They shouldn't be hard to find. They'll be hanging around a tavern somewhere, as usual.
This is one of the curses of playing games with dialogue in them. It's not so simple as in Elder Scrolls Online, where I speed through it all and don't care. I actually do kind of want to play through the story a little bit. I am deciding to actually play a little bit meta into combat, and I've gone double strength start. Because we have the slower leveling ability. We have, what do you call it? Buff? Debuff? One of those words. We have slower learning. And while we're not going to be combat proficient at all to start with, strength is definitely going to help us wield some stronger weapons, bigger weapons, which I wouldn't mind trying out. I normally do just go for a very standard knight's build, but going for some big weapons would be interesting to see how they handle. I know you can get, and I do have mods that handle halberds and two-handed actual polearm style stuff. Whether or not I can sell them and collect them, I don't remember what the mod actually managed to change. But just as a forewarning, if there is dialogue, I probably won't be talking over it at least, or I'll pause like I'm doing now to talk between it.
That's unfair.
Really? So where were you until the small hours last night?
I was with Bianca, of course.
You mean at Bianca's tavern? And who was there with you? No, don't tell me, let me guess. Matthew and Fritz. Well, at least you were with Bianca. You should hold on to that one, Hal. She's a clever girl. And invite her for supper sometime. Your father's very fond of her.
Yeah, of course he is. He thinks he'll be able to wheedle the secret of beer brewing out of her.
You're right there. You'd think he was planning to become a brewer in his dotage. Still, that's your father for you. At least he's interested in something, unlike you lot. You're too busy getting into mischief to do an honest day's work. If Fritz and Matthew carry on this way, they'll wind up swinging one day. You mark my words.
Things first, I have not touched the game in 2 years. Where is my sensitivity? Drop that in half. Right, skip dialogue. But. Oh, confirm. Can't save. Resume. A little light flickering, which I'm not sure about, but so far it looks fine. Doesn't look over there. Please. Might narrow the field of view a little bit. I do know field of view does become a little bit important. If you're ever caught in a 1v5, it's less about seeing what your opponents do, as opposed to just having your wits about you, but at the same time, seeing does help. Oh, I'm sitting all the way over here instead. Well, I didn't want to check out the other side of the table. No. I sit here.
I could do with a bite to eat.
But you now. I think I found some bread. It's a video game. Jumping on the furniture is part of the parcel. His legs got stuck. Right. We have Savior Schnapps. Very cool. You know what I am going to do immediately is save. Beautiful. Ah, the wobbly rendering of the Crytek engine that I don't know what causes it, but it's amusing all the same. Hardcore mode. There's no autosave. Was there meant to be in the regular mode? Wait, how long has the main game had autosave? That wasn't a feature when I last played. Maybe it was, since I've played hardcore before. But I don't remember autosave ever being in the base game. I will follow that up by saying at least not on launch. I swear it wasn't in the base game. You don't jump and stuff in real life? I try not to, but... Map and navigation. Excuse me, I've got a stuffy nose still. Let me just... Okay, take two. You can only save by drinking Savior Schnapps, sleeping in your own bed, and getting full service in a bathhouse. I'll have to remember that one. Being clean is very important. Or a save on exit. Map and navigation. Henry's position is not shown on the map and there are no points on the compass. Waypoints are shown on the compass, but only when you get close enough. Fast travel is not possible. I'm sorry? Okay, this is one of the few games I actually used fast travel, because I don't think it actually detracted from the gameplay. You still have the same chance of running into something happening, and it pulls you out of fast travel to engage in that scenario. It was one of the least... It's not intrusive's the wrong word. It was one of the best fast travel systems I played that didn't gloss over 40% of the game, where a lot of other games, if you fast travel, you just miss entire chunks of the map, entire chunks of things that happen. To be fair, you still miss locations and people. But, fast travel, not possible. I guess this is the game for me. We've got a lot of walking ahead of us. Combat. Duels are more realistic. Attacks have a greater impact, and engaging without quality armor with an experienced foe is always risky. Fighting more than one foe at a time is always dangerous, but easy, because they would take greater advantage of their numbers. You just press Q. The cursor has no direction points or block indicators. That's interesting. So we don't have a visual indicator. You can only time blocks and dodges by carefully watching your opponent's moves. So, my cheat sheet will be gone. This will basically be a test of how good I am at multi-combat sword fighting if we ever get into it. Money and equipment. Traders pay less on buying items and monetary rewards in general are lower, while on the contrary, extensive repairs are more costly, and the drawbacks of using damaged equipment are more serious. So it really makes sense to keep your equipment well maintained. Thankfully, there's a mini game to most equipment repairs, or at least weapon repairs. And the mini game, you can get better at it from what I remember, but it's not super difficult to do out the gate. As for armor, I think you're just screwed and you have to pay for repairs. Current health and stamina are indicated only by the in-game effects you see. Sleep is the best cure. You can also make use of health potions and food, but they take longer to take effect. You can't fill yourself by eating from one of the pots. Okay. You cannot fill yourself by eating from one of the pots dotted around the world. So you really have to get your own food. I might regret tapeworm. Okay, those are the rules of hardcore. Okay, can I at least eat from the pots? Or do they just not fill me up at all? They do fill me up. They stave off starvation. Okay, this is good news. We have some progress. They stave off starvation, but I suppose we can't get full, like bloated full. I don't think this axe. No. You're already looking for a weapon. I'm not even technically of age, as far as I'm aware. Off we go. Oh, I'm a little tipsy. Xavier Schnaps has come in and knocked me around for a loop. Now, we've got slog, characters. We have 1 point in strength, and we can take 1 benefit or negative here in the main level tab. Stronghold. Locking an opponent's strikes with a shield will cost less stamina. Carrying dead or unconscious bodies won't cost you any stamina. Any stamina. Oh. I do like Stronghold. Because we probably are going to go with a standard Knights build from the start, but we could hold on to it too, to be fair. Let's have a look at the perks here. You will last 15% longer without food, but as soon as you get hungry, the effects will be worse. When dirty, you'll have 50% more charisma when talking to women, but you lose stealth. Night Rider. Stamina regenerates better at night, but slower during the day. Wanderer. You grew up in impoverished conditions. The comfort of beds is inverted. The worse the bed, the better you sleep. I'm going to hold off on all of these. I don't think we need anything immediately. Now, as far as food, we are still technically staving off hunger, so let's grab these bread rolls. Nourishment 7. Cheese does more than that, doesn't it? But it drains my energy. Energy is a... okay. That should be fine. Bread give energy. Bread gives 0 energy. Lentil soup. How are we doing? We're not stuffed yet. We'll drink, have the lentil soup. Cheers for popping in, Dr. Barry. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day.
Come here, I need your help.
It's only 10. I'm allowed to sleep in.
What's the matter with you, Henry? Didn't you hear me calling you?
I was asleep. Be ordered around. Yeah, like I'm gonna backtalk my own father.
Sorry, Father. I was taking a stroll and lost track of time. Somehow I had a feeling I was seeing everything for the first time.
How, my boy? When are you going to get some sense? Anyway, we've a lot of work to do today. I'm finishing the sword for Sir Radzig, and I need your help.
With what?
I'm running out of charcoal. Run to the market and buy a bag from the charcoal burner.
I'll need some money then.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Kunesh still owes me for an axe, a hammer, and the nails I sold him a month ago. Not to mention his debt from before. Go and tell him to pay up, at least for the axe and hammer, and then use the money to buy the charcoal.
Kunesh? That drunkard? That'll be fun.
Well, you're a big lad now. I'm sure you can manage. If not, tell him that next time I'll come myself and personally use that hammer to bang those nails into his arse.
Sure, I'll be happy to hear it. Is that all?
Not quite. The Chamberlain at the castle has the crossguard for Sir Radzig's sword, which I had engraved in Sasau.
You want me to go and pick it up? All right. Money, charcoal, crossguard. Got it.
And ale. Stop off at the tavern on your way home. I know you'll be going there anyway to see that girl of yours. But make sure the ale's still cool from the cellar when you get back.
Her name is Bianca.
Right, so make sure Bianca draws me a nice cool one. Run along now, work won't wait.
Alright. So, pick up the crossguard at the castle. That's the easiest one to do immediately. Thistle. What thistle? Sage. Ah, the frame drops when you pick herbs. How it takes me back. So, I will admit, I will have a bit of time to chat. We've got an hour left before Sparkle will be going live. We'll be joining her in Starbound. Until then, hate to say it, this might be majority of what you see. There's a lot of herbs around the place, and you can sell them, I believe, here. Don't think, without spoiling anything for people who haven't seen the game before, there's a chance I might lose all my inventory. I don't remember. Don't think I do, but I don't remember. So I'm going to play as if I keep everything. Whether or not I do, we'll find out. But either way, we're leveling up. If I can get a perk point in herbalism, then I can start the AoE process of gathering herbs, and that saves you so much time. The moment you can pick up 3, 4, 5 herbs with one pick, so much time is saved. And it doesn't seem to hurt the XP gain. The amount of herbs gathered seems to be the XP gain, not the amount of times you press E. Look at that lovely grass and the frame drops. How's the game running though? This is honestly surpassing all of my expectations I had for a game on CryEngine while streaming. Right. I think that's all the dandelions. Oh, we've got a couple more. If I get another level in herbalism, I'll check whether or not we can actually take a perk. I don't know what the early perks are for herbalism. I don't think. There's definitely not likely to be any... Is it St. George? I forget the name of the flower. A lot of what we pick up here, unfortunately, is just weeds. There's the second level. Herbalism. We're level 2, but no perk yet. The one we want is Leg Day. But you can also get... Where is it? Oh. Is it just a passive level? Do you just passively get... Herbalism skill allows you to collect more herbs with a single action, means you are able to gather plants quickly and easily. Good words. And once we hit level 5, we can get either horse nip or flower power. If you've got enough fragrant herbs, you gain a +2 to charisma. If your horse has fragrant herbs in its saddlebag, it will shy less. That could be useful for pebbles. I don't know. There's only 4 herbalism perks, so you will likely end up with all of them anyway. Right, so, done. More dandelions. I don't think we have too many time restrictions in the first part. Unless hardcore changes that. We only have 15 minutes left now. about to say we only have an hour left, but that was 10 minutes ago we had an hour left. Alright. Pinky horse poop over there. It's running okay. Better than I thought it would. I wasn't having any faith in a game running on CryEngine to even perform moderately well. Getting, honestly, a similar performance out of the game to what I remember back when I bought the thing, played it back in 2020. I can't complain. Dipping slightly below 30 at times, but still with reasonably high settings. I've done a lot of tweaking of the back end of the engine, actually. There's a console window you can open up and you can tweak settings manually that aren't actually in the settings window. And I've gone through all of those and tweaked them exactly what I want them to be. Good day.
God be with you.
I'm with you, Henry.
How are you?
Father sent me. We're forging a sword for Sir Radzig, and the Chamberlain has the crossguard and grip. Father had them engraved in Sasau.
Right. They're here. The Chamberlain gave them to us for you. We looked them over. Beautiful work. I've never seen anything so fine.
I can't wait to see the sword. Just make sure you don't botch it.
When did I ever botch anything?
Where shall I start?
Ah, shut up and give me what I want, or I'll kick your ass this evening.
Right away, your lordship.
Magnificent. Shame I can't keep the sword for myself. Well, I better go if we're to get the job done by this evening.
Godspeed. See you later in the tavern.
You certainly will. After today's work, the ale might even be on me.
I thought this game had auto walk. Jump quickly back into the controls here. Apparently not. No auto walk. Right, well, next thing's a list.
Henry! I'm glad you came.
Oh. You too. Right. So, there are some herbs along here. I think it's more sage. I think those are pickable. Either dandelions or sage along here. St. John's wort. I remember the name of the other yellow flower. St. John's wort. Alright, we're gonna head along the other side of the gate. Rock. Okay, so the frame drops are slightly more prominent than they were when I last played. What do we actually have for the graphics? Borderless, HD textures off, VSync off. Advanced graphics, anti-aliasing off. Okay, so I've got some outdated settings. I know better than this now. Motion blur off. But considering, look at all of this. Alright. Goodbye, Ben. fancy looking texture. Well, I mean, the grass up close looks kind of garbage anyway. Let's be real. Getting rid of anti-aliasing maybe helps the frame drops. Maybe. It's still Crytek. Still a CryEngine. Crytek, is that... Have I been saying Crytek? Is that the right thing? CryEngine. I don't think... Whatever we do... We're likely going to get frame drops at some point anyway, but we can optimize it. I would like to try and push to keep the game setting this high. It's running better than No Man's Sky for what it's worth. And I think it's above my standard for playability on stream. Looks okay. I think it looks fine. Charcoal burners here, but we don't have any coin. Would be nice if we could buy stuff on word of mouth of being the blacksmith's son, but... Honor doesn't pay the bills.
Hey, Pip! Do you want to learn something?
No, I don't think so. Thanks.
Right, so... I'm gonna see if we can possibly sell the herbs we've picked.
You go and choose your kin, eh?
Isn't that God's truth?
Come right up and take some home.
Onions that'll even make your man cry like a little lass. Come
Eh.
by some.
Hello. Good day.
Greetings. Take care.
We have 32 dandelions. We'll get $3. Woo! 9 sage. Rounds it up to 5. And maybe we can go pick the white flowers because we have a single valerian. But I think I have 2 more savior schnapps. I'm not going to sell anything here. We're not selling our clothing. Or the... We'd probably sell the bench, but it'll be fine. I think we only need 5 gold. 5 or 10 gold. To get the charcoal. I'm gonna be a little scummy here.
Let's have a word about the price.
Sure, why not?
This may not work in hardcore. I have no idea. But can I just get the best offer ever on the planet?
This is a waste of time.
Okay, it doesn't work. Maybe they fix that. You used to be able to just go straight to the bottom, and they are programmed to meet you halfway. That could be a hardcore thing, or that could just be patched out of the game, I don't know. But what you used to be able to do was just drop it all the way down to the bottom, and they would go, oh come on, you can do better than that. And they'd raise it up to like halfway between what you suggested and what you were offering before. Default. The thing is that is usually, or can be, a better offer and a quicker way of doing it than what you would normally get actually haggling. Sadly, seem to have just lost some reputation with the local merchants. The good thing about how the game starts is this is quite a nice little sandbox where you can abuse the mechanics, test things out, find out how stuff works, with no super consequential outcomes. As far as I'm aware, you do obviously have to keep the character and play through. If it'll explain itself later. I'm not going to go into it too much because I don't want to spoil anything. It'll happen as it happens. Can I get a level 3 herbalism? No. Oh. Bottle of nettle. More dandelion. Level 3 herbalism. No, okay. Dandelions, but you are nettle. That was a dandelion. Never mind. There we go. How many of these disappear in one go? Most of the patch. Look at that. That's what we like to see. Now we can start power farming these things. Already at level 3. The more we collect, the more we can sell. Mention, I'm pretty sure I only need 5... I said septums. What is a Bohemian 1403 currency code? Russian? I used Russian, right? Ah, the early game grinds. We'll probably do a lap around the block here. I'm not good. Oh, is that wormwood? Give me the wormwood. We'll do a we'll walk around the block. See what we can get. That's more wormwood down there. Wormwood behind me too. Wormwood here. Nettle. Dandelion. And that's the wormwood. There's a ton of nettle here. Henry's come to garden. It's probably a little sad to realize that this is all I want to do in Daggerfall as well. Go out and pick plants, come back, sell plants, make potions, pick, barter, sell. I don't know why. Any game that has alchemy, herbalism, and any kind of gardening, you just eat up 90% of my time doing all of that. What are my shoes? What are those? What is that? Is that not pickable? Perhaps not. I don't recognize it. I don't know if they've added any herbs to the game. There is more of it. Doesn't appear to be pickable. Right. We've got more than enough to buy the charcoal, whether or not we fail the quest for Kunesh. But once we do a lap around here, we're probably going to head over and try our luck with Kunesh. I may save beforehand, although I'm not going to be save scumming through this game. What happens, happens. The reason I'm going to save is because I've died to Kunesh before. And also been locked up. I want to try and avoid a bad ending outcome, so I'm going to save before starting anything. And hopefully, even if we completely screw up the quest and get locked up or die, we then won't have to redo all of this. That'll be nice. Can we get a level 4? Level 4 herbalism. Looking for a level 4 in this pile of nettles. You have my level 4. What's that? Did we miss any wormwood? Who? No. Not wormwood. It looked like wormwood. It's not yellow. Oh, there's wormwood. Can you tell I've been picking plants for long? Yeah, my level 4. Big pile of nettles. No, no level 4. Level 4 for the poor. At your break. Hello, Mr. Moo. Level 4? Do you have my level 4? Mr. Moo. Think I'll be arrested. I pat the cow. Da, 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 da.
Henry, I'm glad you stopped by.
Just picking herbs. I didn't take any speech checks, and apparently people love me. This is new. I don't remember it being this easy to cruise around town before. Got some nettle. Looking for nettle, unless it's a large patch. We're starting to be picky now. Valerian. Oh, it is. Oh, I still feel like that's a herb. I don't know why. It just stands out to me. But that's one of the good things that I loved about Kingdom Come. Everything looks like it's in place. Everything looks like it should be able to be picked. Everything looks like it shouldn't be able to be picked. They all blend in and it's all gorgeous. Got some large pieces of nettle. We have to hit level 4 from this. If we don't hit level 4, I'm actually going to be a little upset. You know what time of day it is? Ah, okay. I've never actually checked if time progresses, and I'm glad to note it's still 10 in the morning. Thankfully. I was a little worried we were going to check and find it was 1 PM or something silly, and that we actually had wasted a ton of time in the starting sandbox area. It seems like it would be something hardcore mode would do, is just make this a timed event. But thankfully it's still 10. All the day in the world. All the time in the world. All the day. All the day and the time. Level 4. Level 4 for the poor. No, level 4 for the poor. I just need a level 4. You guys have my level 4. My level 4 over here. Level 4. Level 4. XP grind slows down pretty quick. We got level 3 in the space of a few minutes, and we haven't hit level 4 since. Has to be somewhere. Am I just being handicapped? Am I hard locked at a certain amount of XP in the starting area now? It would make sense. I used to grind this to like level 10. If I spend the proper 3 hours in the starting area, I would get so many levels and so many skill points. I don't know if you should be lucky that I'm not, or tortured by the fact I'm doing it partway. Still. Other side of the fence. We'll have a quick search. Dandelions. Large patches only from here. Another dandelion. I am cursed by playing third-person games. I really desperately want a third person and zoom out. Not how this works. You don't just get the third person. This is the real world. We are actually in 1403 Skalitz. You want a third person? Talk in the third person. I, Henry, am picking dandelions. Honestly, I'm surprised Henry hasn't said he's feeling a bit hungry. Hey, level 4! Nice. One more level and we can get a perk point, but we're not going to do that here. That's our level 4. Can we jump this? Ooh, but sage though. Wormwood. No, okay. Normally these ingredients would actually go into potion crafting, and I may keep the sage and wormwood for that purpose. But, again, assuming I actually get to keep them after I leave the sandbox here. There's effectively a tutorial to the rest of the game, and then you're dumped into the actual game, and everything hates you, and it sucks, and you're actually just like an 18-year-old kid trying to make your way in the world without an absolute idea what you're actually doing. The one thing that I hear the game get criticized for is that traditionally old school RPGs were a dice game, and the dice game was your character sucks at this thing, so your dice rolls are negatively affected. Kingdom Come Deliverance takes that model and gives you agency completely over the dice rolls by removing them entirely and replacing them with a static character-driven leveling system. You don't get better with a sword, Henry has to. For Henry to get better with a sword, you have to go play as Henry and go physically train as Henry. You can't just go out and magically level up and then all of a sudden become the best sword wielder in the world from home scratch without a single person teaching you how to do it. You're clueless with a sword. You will not learn any skills unless you train. They were pretty generous putting that as part of the main quest line. There's a fairly early quest in the game that actually lets you see how the training system works. But a lot of people gloss over that, do the single training session and go, oh, I'm trained in swordplay, and then go eat ass for 20 hours by not training any of their other sword skills. It's an interesting system. The game could be a bit more open, and I do hope they don't change this. I do love the system. I think it is beneficial to the game, having Henry be the person you're playing, as opposed to Henry being an analog for you, the character player. What is that? We have... No way, marigolds. I didn't know there were marigolds in town. They might actually sell for a pretty pinch. Pretty penny? Nice! There are phrases that have meanings, and I've butchered every single one of them today. Fascinatingly. It's all right. Thistle, 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 thistle. Testing my memory here of what these herbs look like. I don't know how well thistle sells, and I know it is eventually used in a couple of key potions that I remember, but super early on I don't think I remember using thistle a lot, because I just got rid of all my thistle, and then there was a point where I had and sold maybe 100 thistle and immediately learned a potion or an alchemy mix that needed thistle, and I was very annoyed by that. It's the worst thing in the world to get rid of all your crafting materials the moment before you need them. But I'd spent so long holding on to them all, I thought, oh, thistle's just useless, it's only got this one thing that I can use it for, why would I keep it? Got rid of them all. Next thing I know... Oh. That was a long time ago. The 2020s were 2 whole years back. I'm a hoarder now. We never get rid of anything, ever. Are there daisies? Chamomile. That's not a daisy, that's chamomile. Speaking of, I have a orange and tea in front of me. think we've done enough. We need to go see Kunesh. We've got other things to do as well. We've got half hour to do them all in. So, large patches. Get up. Large patches of flowers, though. My curse in every game. Playing the game, defeated by large patch of flowers. I'm fairly easy to... Why did we get that one so quick? Oh, do we actually have St. John's Wort in town? I swear we didn't have St. John's Wort in town, but there you go. That's just St. John's Wort. But if you ever make a video game and you want a guaranteed sale from me, put a couple of plants on the ground. Let me pick them up. Even if I can only sell them, you guarantee I get 10 hours just picking up and selling plants. Alright. We're off to see the trader, the wonderful trader who doesn't hate us. You heading to bed, Subaru? No worries. Got 20 minutes, 23 minutes left now. That's the healer.
Kettles for water, baskets for goods, and torches.
What do you sell?
God be with you.
That's a different person. You weren't the one talking before.
See you later.
Right, so 11 chamomile, 98 dandelions, 293 nettle. They have 20. That is over by 9.5. You know what I can get? Rusty companion. Look, let's sort by value here. 10 charcoal, 0.8 each. The butcher's blade. The hunting sword. Small cobblers, small tailors. We can buy the charcoal straight here. But I think I'm just going to check basket. Haggle. And flat
Let's talk
agree.
about the price.
Sure, why not?
Would you like 300 nettle for 20? Russian.
Here. And something for your trouble.
My word. Thank you kindly.
There you go. Extra reputation gained simply by haggling when the trader doesn't have enough money to pay you. I don't know if you get the reputation gain regularly. Closing the deal may or may not give you reputation. I always haggle religiously anyway. Good day. Oh, you know what I should do? Sorry, we'll be back. We'll be back.
God be with you.
I need to go visit Kunesh because I think there's a small chance buying the charcoal bypasses Kunesh as part of the quest, and I do want to try this. We might be able to get a bit of XP here. Let's save. Resume. How do I equip my weapon? Very important thing before you get into a fist fight. Make sure you know how to draw your weapon. Block is Q. Draw, melee, draw ranged. Right. So I just have my fists out and I punch, I guess. Ganesh. Stinky, stinky person.
Ganesh. What do you want?
Father sent me for the money.
My father sent me to get the coin you owe him for the axe, hammer and nails.
I've got nothing. Clear off.
Pay for the tools at least. I'll try and be reasonable.
You know you owe Father for a lot more than just the axe and hammer. If he went to the bailiff about it, you'd be in deep water. At least pay for the tools if you can't pay for everything.
I told you I have no coin, you bastard. Get the hell out of here, or I'll use the axe on you.
I'm gonna fight. We have 4 angry, 7 heart, and 1 yell. And there's no heart check here. So, 4 angry it is.
I must have misheard you. It sounded like you just told me to clear off. But you wouldn't be stupid enough to think you can steal, not pay your debts, and then try to scare me. Would you?
You son of a whore. How dare you speak to me like that? Didn't your thieving father teach you any manners? No? Well, I'll teach you then. Sure.
Even father. I blocked you. Oh. Let me check the controls real quick again. Combat. Block is Q. Do I have to hold it? Secondary attack. Render abort lock. Special is F. Special attack is F. What the hell is that? Oh. And hold block. That doesn't. Okay, so I need to dodge. How do I dodge?
Don't drink and Pepsi. Drink only water and milk. Else your bones will be weak. Like in Skyrim, water is health is fucking bitch. You better drink water, drink water, drink water, drink water, bitch. Drink water, drink water, drink water, bitch. Drink water, drink.
I suddenly have a hunch I can't dodge until I learn it.
Water, drink water, drink water, bitch.
Right. Okay. Let's just... Why is... Companions is under movement. I swung first, you piece of... Lock on, damn it. Alright, I want to redo. I said I wasn't gonna.
You had it coming, you. And you're old man.
I want to redo. 9-5. 1539. Thank you for the hydrate and the colorate. I swear this game had an auto walk. Is it alt to look around? Who knows? There is a look around button though. Take 2.
God be with you, Kunesh.
What do you want?
My father sent me to get the coin you owe him for the axe, hammer and nails.
I've got nothing. Clear off.
You know you owe Father for a lot more than just the axe and hammer. If he went to the bailiff about it, you'd be in deep water. At least pay for the tools if you can't pay for everything.
I told you I have no coin, you bastard. Get the hell out of here, or I'll use the axe on you.
I must have misheard you. It sounded like you just told me to clear off. But you wouldn't be stupid enough to think you can steal, not pay your debts, and then try to scare me. Would you?
You son of a whore. How dare you speak to me like that? Didn't your thieving father teach you any manners? No? Well, I'll teach you then. Take care.
Take care. Alright, I did dodge. I did dodge. Okay. In the shin. Timing.
You're dead.
I'm dead. That hit. Dodge. Kick in the kick in the dick. Come on. No, too early, too early. Bastard.
Here.
Fuck. Alright, I gave it a decent shot. I knew the controls that time.
Coming, you pup. And your old man can fuck off too.
Round two.
I'll kill you. I'll bloody kill you.
You might. Not before I try. Throw him punches back. Oh, I almost landed that hit.
Oh dear, did that hurt?
Dunk. I not get a game over here. I actually don't.
Oh.
Round three.
Now you got me bloody mad.
Okay. Maybe they removed dying.
Right.
Ooh.
Now.
Quick moves. Again. Swear. I thought you used to be able to die, and I'm pretty sure I thought doing this got you arrested before. Yeah. Apparently, I'm just unkillable. That's quite a frame. Oh, good lord. Why do I have regular ass options here? Release him unconditionally, let him go disarmed. Or continue combat.
But leave that weapon right where it is.
I agree.
Why? That's just regular combat. Bye! Okay, well I'm not bleeding. I just got beat up. He didn't have a weapon. Steal? Oh, is this what you get arrested for? Stealing. Oh, I suppose technically it is. I'm here for the nails. No, I'm here for the money, not for his tools. It says stealing. Oops. Oh, it'll be fine. Me? God, you live in a mess. Nom. Food. Where do you keep your stuff, Kunesh? Do you keep stuff? This is a mess.
A locked chest. I'll need a lockpick to get into that. Fritz might have one.
Oh well. Oh, there's the door on the wrong side. Welcome back, Chew. I didn't realize I was unkillable. So, hello. day. We won't go commit lockpicking. We got the axe. We beat him up a lot. We can't die, apparently. There is punches like a dead cat. That's why I'm seeing red. Henry's come to see us.
Good health to you.
Good day.
Good luck then.
Oh, I'm actually covered in blood. Is that his or mine? Who knows? How much... Hang on. How much do I need? Oh, so do you want some stuff? I've got, like, chamomile, 98 dandelions, Unesh's axe, which I probably shouldn't sell you. St. John's wort I want to... When would I want to keep? You take that, and I'll buy... How much is 10? 7? We have 20 wealth on us. They have 20 wealth on them. I think we need 20 coal. Oh. I just get 20 more. You pay. Okay. This can be arranged. I don't know how much coal we need. Probably not that much. 20 should be fine.
Let's have a word about the price.
Sure, why not?
Would you accept paying 2.5 groschen?
See now, I knew we'd come to an agreement.
Hey, I saved half a groschen. We only needed 10. We bought twice as much as what we needed, but it's fine. We can use the charcoal, right? Try to get the axe, hammer, and nails back another way. That's all checked off, marked as red. I need to go wash myself up a little bit here. Covered in dirt and blood.
Died in vain, something for everyone.
Bound to be a wash trough in the hotel? Pub? What is this? Oh, cutscene! I get to go speak to people covered in blood. Sadly, I don't actually think we're going to get through the tutorial area.
Okay. What insult? I say only the truth. Sigismund has done only what he had to.
He had to abduct the king. He had to lure his cousin Prokop into a trap and imprison him. He had to invade with his army of Tatars and besiege Kuttenberg.
Why not? What is this Wenceslas for a king? The empire is falling asunder in his hands. The German counts elected Ruprecht of the Palatinate as king because your Wenceslas would not go to their deeds even.
German counts. Traitors.
Now even the Pope
God be with
is
you,
opposed
Henry.
to your king.
I'm with you, Matthew.
So such lords as
What's going on here?
Rosenberg,
Deutsch is spouting shit.
What?
Just listen and you'll hear for yourself.
Someone has to bring order and reunite the empire.
What do I care about the Austrians? And nowadays, not even the devil himself can keep up with all the popes. Which is the rightful pope? The one in Rome or the one in Avignon?
Do not blaspheme, Alex.
No, it's true, though. Wenceslas is the king of Bohemia. Bohemian nobles are on his side. To hell with Rosenberg and his cabal. Sir Radzik is Wenceslas' commander-in-chief. He stayed loyal to the king. And if he heard you talking like this, he would have you whipped like a dog.
Your Diet will soon have nothing left to rule. Jobst had to sell Luxembourg to help your king. South Bohemia is with Sigismund
and don't forget about Kuttenberg, where Germans like you kissed Sigismund's feet to keep their heads.
Yes, but...
Goodman Deutsch, this is pointless. Let us talk of more pleasant things.
My words exactly.
Deutsch has gone too far. Wenceslas is our rightful king.
Deutsch is an idiot. But what can you do? I might have an idea. Deutsch deserves to be taught a lesson. Doesn't he, Fritz?
You're too right, Matthew. Should give him a proper hiding.
Are you mad? Do you want to end up in the pillory? Don't listen to Fritz. I've got a better idea. Deutsch was talking such shit, it made me think of that huge parliament. You know, The one right next to his freshly whitewashed house?
You think we should redecorate for him? Count me in.
Well, I'd rather torch it, to be honest. But throwing some tears will do.
What do you say, Henry?
But I was going to get ale for Father and a few other things. We're finishing Sir Radzig's sword.
Come on. Throwing a few handfuls of manure is not going to take all day.
And it's our duty to defend the honor of our king.
So, Hal, are you with us?
I have to say yes, but I'm running out of time. 4 minutes left. Is that true? I'm in.
Oh well. Father can wait a while.
My words exactly.
I knew you wouldn't miss out on all the fun. Let's go.
I'm a little beat up, guys. Oh, well, off we go. Wash trough. Can't use the wash trough, apparently. Use this one.
God be with you, Henry.
There we go. We're all cleaned up now. Discuss the plan of attack.
God be with you, Henry.
Remember to drink more water since you can't redeem hydrate.
So are we doing this or not?
Wait.
Time,
we have to check that the coast is clear.
Why? Deutsch is in the tavern.
God, the
maybe you
sepia
noticed
overdrive
after all
filter
these
is
years that
really
he has a
driving
wife
me
and a
nuts,
son.
but I
And
can't
that's
get rid
a
of it.
problem?
I don't remember
it
being
is.
injured applying to
Henry,
cutscenes.
you gotta lure her away somehow.
Why me?
Because you're the clever one.
Yeah.
Okay. Excuse me, miss. Your husband appears to be talking
What do you want,
absolute heresy about the king.
I just went by the tavern and your husband was in there talking nonsense. I thought someone should take him home before he gets himself in trouble.
What sort of nonsense?
Well, he kept saying that Sigismund was right and King Wenceslas is a drunkard, that sort of thing. Some people took exception, so I thought...
God almighty, the fool. Next thing he'll start on about the popes.
He might have mentioned the popes too.
Thank you for telling me. I just hope I can catch him before he gets into another fight.
What are you waiting for, soldier? Fire the trebuchet! For king and country!
For king and country, my ass. This is all good, clean, fun.
Nearly as good as having that traitor in the pillory. Nearly. Now that would be sweet.
That's for Sigismund.
Woohoo! Eat shit, Deutsches.
You bastards! What the fuck do you think you're doing?
Hey, Hans, can't you see? We're decorating your house for you.
It's like your old man was saying in the tavern about that traitor Sigismund. We're just doing what we have to do.
Horse Hans! I'll make those smiles off your faces!
Oh, I'd like to see you try. What are you doing here, Zbyszek? Hanging out with this poxy Deutscher? Maybe you'd like to try out the latest German fashion.
Fucker! I'll make you pay for that.
Oh, I'm fucked.
Take that! But you call. Yeah.
Is that the best you can do?
Could have lived a long and happy life.
Fire!
Ah, bastard. Is that game over? If that's game over, I'm just gonna have to switch games. Killable! What the hell?
blood will be spilt.
No, I kick.
Yo!
Just king hit him. That's even the right man. He surrendered. It's Fritz.
What are you doing? For God's sake! Stop right now! The catch pole is on his way!
On for good luck.
Let's go.
Aye, we still have sword fighting to do, so we're gonna have to burn the last. We can burn a save and quit. Meet the lads over at Kunesh's. Hungry again.
Huh?
Oh. Shh. We ate him. No, there he is.
May the Lord watch over you, Henry.
Oh, thank you. We're gonna have to use a save and quit. I don't want to use my last Savior Schnapps, because we're probably going to need a Savior Schnapps not too long after we get out of the sandbox here. We've got one left. As far as I know, we don't have a bounty. If we get arrested here, it will be game over. And any game over at this point is going to be where we cut it. I would like to get the next checkpoint in the quest, and then I'm going to do a save and quit, because we still have to go to sword training. Get patched up by Mother, bring back the charcoal, and get the ale.
I could do
Turns
with a
out-
bite to eat.
I underestimated what the tutorial would take time-wise by a whole half hour. I thought an hour split by half hour herb picking and half hour questing would be enough, but not even close. So we're gonna have to cut it halfway and pick this up another day. It runs smooth enough that I would gladly keep doing this as a playthrough though. Why are we gathering at Kunesh's, by the way? Wormwood. Not wormwood. That's just a random herb. If you get the world host up
sorted that
Sparkle,
Deutsch out.
there's a bit of a tutorial in
That was
Starbound
pretty
if you
close,
haven't
eh?
played before. Basically, it's the
That old
first part of the
bastard didn't
quest,
stand a
but if you
chance.
run the server,
True,
you
but
should
I'm worried
be
that fucker
able
Hans
to do
will
the
snitch
quest
on
line, and I'll be able to join in a sec.
Well, let him. Then I'll snitch on him. And anyway, what can they do to us for throwing a bit of dung?
Good point. It's not as if anyone really likes the Deutsch.
Anyway, nice job at the Deutschers. Never a dull moment with you lot.
I think I'm gonna have to save and quit. Where are we on the quest? Go to sword fighting lesson. Unexpected visit. Oh, is that done now? Does this sandbox end the moment we actually get the ale and go back? We'll go get patched and go to the sword fighting lesson next then. The sword fighting takes a little while. But I'm gonna have to end it there. You know what? Okay, I'm gonna be really annoying. One thing. We're getting patched and then saving. I'm gonna run home screaming to Mum. Mother! Mother! An old fart beat me up, Mother. Need a bandage for my forehead. Mother. Mother! Mother, dearest. Do you happen to have a bandage for my forehead?
Ma? Ma!
I didn't expect him to actually do that.
Oh, now, stop squealing like a baby and show me that. There you are, good as new.
Get rid of the
You
red,
ought to learn to do
please.
that yourself.
Thanks,
I
Ma.
should. Ma, it's still... Okay, it's not red anymore. Thank you. Nice. Right. Now, I can save and quit with peace of mind that I'm not going to load back into sepia overdrive filter. And with that, we'll be switching over to Starbound. Let me get the marker on stream, and I'll change the stream title and everything. I'm going to go on a really quick break. It's Starbound, right? Yes. Save. There we go. Okay, I'll be back in a couple of minutes. I do need to run to the restroom and we'll get the game loaded up. Where did I lose Starbound at? Oh, I actually haven't opened... No, I did open Starbound. There we go. It's down there. Yep. I'll return in a second. Don't go anywhere.